Alrighty, we are back working on my.Breadth. So let's pull it up. All right, so here we go. What we've got so far. Um, just let me close this off real quick, and then um, okay. So we've got the shell open. So let's see what we've got so far, and all right. So we've got the login and registration. We can check. I made a dummy account. I think it's Peter. I guess I should have written this down. Okay, so our login works fine. Log out works fine. Um, the registration, we can make I guess we've got Luke Skywalker, so we can make a Darth Vader. That'll work. Darth at, oh wait, we're not doing emails here. I guess just Darth. Just call him Darth Vader. Make it simple. Okay, registration works fine. And then also we added some, user error validation stuff here. So, obviously if somebody puts nothing in, that's a lot. But if we also have it for our login, so, invalid email password, probably clean this up and make this a little tighter in here. But at least for now, our login and registration works fine. Let's get Darth up in here. Okay. So all the registration, login stuff completely done. I don't see any issues there. I mean, we didn't try and break it, but tried a few tests. So far, so good. Can always come back and clean up a few little things. And now close this server off. So then we're in this test file here. Here we are. Okay, so this is where we left off. So basically, testing saving a portfolio with stocks to the database and going over whether or not to use a stock class because we're going to be taking in a lot of historical pricing in order to create the moving averages for each of the stocks, but decided we'll make a class for the name ticker so it's in there, and then this is basically and then we also have this is to call the user portfolios, which this all works in SQL, tested all this. This is to create, actually down here, to save a new portfolio. So just basic SQL query, insert into portfolios, the things we need, and the stock ID, which will be over here. So first things first, so we have the tickers. The user will insert the tickers, and then in order for them to not have to obviously know the name of every stock, we'll do an API call to yfinance with yfinance to Yahoo Finance to get the name. That's pretty easy to do. And then, but for now, we're just going to use this. But this is a note. That's where we'll put the API call in to do that. But for right now, we're just going to loop through this list I created of these three stocks. And then we'll get the stock data. So for IN range for the length of tickers. And so again, this will be the API here, but we'll just use this for now. And then just loop through the tickers, pretty easy, connect those together. And then we will add them to the stock class, which requires name and ticker. It'll auto generate. One thing I have to do here, and I have it in our notes down here, is we need to check to make sure the stock doesn't already exist in the database. One thing I was actually thinking of is why not just add every single stock to the database? I could just grab like a CSV file of, I know they're available somewhere, of the, may even be just available in JSON too, but either way, of the of every stock in like the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. But then there's also things like indices, and I kind of like using like the S&P index, which in order to get it from Yahoo Finance is like whatever this caret character is, and then like GSPC. So they're weird kind of index names. So I'm just gonna have the user add them, plus that way we don't have the database, I guess, full of, there's almost 10,000 stocks out there. It doesn't really make sense to preload. I have a feeling most people are going to use a lot of the same few hundred stocks anyway. So I do need to add a, um, we'll check stocks table for exists. That's easy to do. Exits exists. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got to add that in. And then what we have here, okay, so now we have the stock. We will pull this from the request form, but for right now, just as a test here, just going to call it Skywalker. And actually, we'll change this for, because where is my, oh, user ID 1. Okay, yeah, because that's the Luke Skywalker one. And then stock ID, which is here. And then portfolio equals portfolio.save. So it will go in here and it will save the portfolio. And let me pull up the SQL here. So this is the database. This is the stuff we put in. Whoops, get that off of there. This is the stuff we put in. I guess it was last Saturday or Sunday. I don't know the last time I was live doing this, but that went here. And then if we run this, so joining the tables. So when we pull it out to the portfolios page to populate so users can see what portfolios they have and what stocks are in them, we'll do a left join here. So for the user, because it'll just be for the specific user, we'll grab the portfolio and then attach the stocks that are part of that portfolio onto it, which seems to work fine. Because here they're joined by stock ID from the stocks table and then the portfolios dot stock ID. So I think everything is good there. The important thing will be, well, I guess we can, I don't know, I guess we'll do this in the Python is we'll get these sorted out because right now the application allows for up to 3 portfolios, which I think is plenty. It keeps things simple, both from a creation standpoint and from a user standpoint. I mean, this can eventually be bigger. That's pretty easy to do. But for right now, 3 portfolios seems to kind of appear pretty cleanly on the pages for the user and don't have to get too overly complicated on the back end stuff. So everything's working fine in SQL, MySQL. I think what we'll do here is, let's see, the notes I made from last week, close, but I'll create a new portfolio as the unique IDs. Yeah, that'll be fine. We also need to check. Oh, yeah. Okay, right. So I think it'd be smart to have a check, kind of like we have a check here, to make sure that for the user, and this will probably help on any errors too, like to make sure the user, like let's say the user wants to make a new portfolio, but they click the wrong button and all of a sudden they're adding stocks to a current portfolio that they don't want to do, and then they go back and change. So what we could do is add a check. I guess we would do it here, and it will just be to check portfolios table that portfolio name doesn't exist for that user. Because I'm sure plenty of people have like a lot of people, especially for trading, will use something like a focus list or a watch list. So I'm sure the same name will get used a lot, but at least for the user, that doesn't get messed up. So let's start with check stocks table if stock already exists. So I don't think I have that yet. So we have add stock. We'll do a class method here. Whoops. Class method to define. Let's call it check stock. I need to come up with better naming. Wonder if for this, I really just need the ticker. I don't need the ticker and the name. I wonder if I could even just run that up here. So I could run a just like up here automatically run a loop. Yeah, rather than creating all these data, it seems faster to just run the loop up here. So we'll get the tickers, or am I just doubling the work? We'll just do it. We can always move it. Call ticker data. Oh wait. Ticker. Tickers, and we'll just use I. And then we will run this little guy here, which we don't have made yet, but query select star from stock. I guess I do need the user ID, don't I? Actually, maybe we just pass the user ID in. And then I just run the check loop here, almost like just run it like a function. So results, so I'll just pull every stock. Actually, no, because it's not this. It's literally grabbing every stock. Actually, I don't even need this. It's really just pulling this, and then results is connect.db, query data. Whoa. Oh, that would help. And then we want results. So for row in results. And all I want is the ticker, so I just do this. If data ticker, I feel like I'm running too many loops though. Well, regardless, I'm gonna have to get the tickers out of the dictionary that gets returned from the class. So I guess it doesn't really matter. If data ticker, I guess we would want it to flash too, wouldn't we? Or would we want it to be true? So for I in range line of tickers, ticker data equals. So then just run the ticker check equals ticker. Oh, do I not have ticker in here? Do not. Oh, stock. What am I doing? See if this works. Okay, so for I and range tickers, ticker data, we're just setting up the dictionary, passing it through. I actually don't need this because we're going to grab every stock. The data will come in here. We'll get a list of dictionaries, right? From the results of the SQL query, and then for every row in results, if data ticker, which is this, equals the row ticker, well, that's actually out of here, will return false. So let's just see if it works. Although, yeah, I guess maybe we just put this all inside of here. I feel like this is getting overly complicated looking anyway. For one, it's kind of becoming one massive function, which I don't love, but let's just see if it works. Oh, whoops. I installed Anaconda, and now this thing pops up every time I use Python. To deactivate Conda, just Conda, I think. Oh, there. Oh no, shoot. Wrong thing deactivated. Or is it Conda deactivate? There we go. Okay. Well, this is annoying. Oh, oh boy. What is going on now? 1 second. Let's just kill this terminal. Or let's just do this. Okay, and then it's Conda deactivate. All right, that is not working well. Okay. Strange. I don't know. Guess that's what happens when you install a bunch of random stuff. So, okay. Geez, let's clear this terminal. Too much going on here. Oh, because I didn't spell it right. That would help. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, Python test.py. Okay, great. So it works. Stock already exists. Let's perfect, because they do all exist. Let me try one other thing here. Let's just change one of these to be, that's not really fun one though. Ooh, how about Shark Ninja? It's a fun one I've traded recently. Shark Ninja. Save it, run it again. Right. Okay. Okay. So, geez, duh. Okay, we can see here. So it remade these. So that's not good. So it definitely needs to go into, I don't know why I didn't think about that, but that's okay. So this definitely needs to, this function, this checking function needs to go within here. Otherwise, it's just going to do print all this. So, okay, that's a good test, but at least we know the stock. So let's move it in there. We'll test it one more time. And then we will be good to go. Move this back to JP Morgan. Get rid of that. Oops. Move this all back over. Okay, we're going to move this into, so we will do, oh yeah, and then, because then I can just do else. Yeah. Silly, silly, silly. Hold on. Right, and I can use the same stock data. I don't know what I was thinking. That's okay. All right, so let's get rid of all this. That's okay. Learning on the fly. So check ticker equals stock dot check stock. We pass in the stock data. And then if check ticker, I mean, I guess we can actually technically just do this, is false, break, else, or do that backwards. Yeah, we'll do is true, then we'll just do that. Okay, now I think we're good. So let's test JPM, JP Morgan. I think we are good here now. So it shouldn't have added anything to this. Okay, so this is the same, and now let's go ahead and add, let's do Palantir, another one. Although this one almost stopped me out on Friday. Let's do Palantir, and let's do, I'm like blanking on names of stocks. Let's do Home Depot. Boring, but that's okay. Home Depot. Okay. And we will check. Oh, shoot. Okay, so wait, Home Depot. Okay, what happened here? Can I do that in Python? Oops. I don't need to tell it. Oops. Do that. Stock data. Oh, it's returning none. Okay. Okay. Oh, because the results is returning. That's right. Okay. Duh. Well, no, wait. It should still be. I mean, I obviously can make this none and it'll work fine, but. Hmm. Yes, I mean, it worked fine there. And it works. And then so it inserted Palantir because it had already done Dash before by accident. What was the other one? MongoDB, which should only be in there twice because we messed it up. Okay. All right. Well, that works at least. So at least we got that going for us. Okay. So I think the only other thing is to check the name, which I feel like. What do we get if we do? Oops. Okay, so this is working too. I was just checking this portfolios. Let me get rid of this. Let me go back to this, run this. Okay, so this is working. Now we have two. We have duplicates here, but that's my fault. Okay, that seems like it's working fine. Let me just test storing in, although actually there's an issue here because I don't want to store the same stock in the database again, but I still want to attach it to the portfolio. Okay, so this is actually fine. Actually, this isn't that big of a deal. This actually works out better because I didn't think about that part. So we don't. So we're actually going to return something every time here. Yeah, because we'll. So if return, because I still need to return. Yeah, because all I'm storing is so if this is true, then return um, row. Is it just stock ID? Stock. Uh, yeah, return row ID, which will get saved here as the stock ID, exactly what we want. And then otherwise, else return results. This is actually way better. This actually works way better. So now I don't need an if statement at all. This can actually stay. Oh, wait, shoot. No, shoot. Actually, here we return results. Here, hmm, this is interesting. There's a lot of ways to do this, I think, because I'm just overthinking it. I can really just do all this stuff. I really could just save it in here. See, I can do else return, and I can just run the, then I don't even need this. Or I could just do all of this inside of add stock is another option. There's just a lot of different ways to do this, I guess. Not really positive what the cleanest way is. Um, because this is all this should just be the same function. It needs to do this every time, even if a user goes in to add a stock to the portfolio. So I should just make add stock be able to do all this, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So um, okay, let me go through this real quick. So we're passing in the same data. Get rid of all this real quick. I don't need all this here. We're passing in the name and the ticker, which is all I need for the stock. It'll auto increment the ID. So we pass that data in. We're going to get results back. We're going to select, we're going to look at the entire database. If the data we pass in ticker equals a row that's already available, return results. No, don't return results. Return row ID. So if it's already in there, we're just going to give the stock ID back. Else, we will run an insert. We'll insert it into, and then we will return. Again, this will still just return the ID anyway. I feel like I have to return this as a row though. And now we will, let's just comment this out for now. We'll make this to be add stock. This is where I start to get confused and need to come up with like a million different stocks, which should be really easy for me. Sometimes I can't think of any new ones. Well, let's test this out. So this should return, we should not add anything to the stocks table. So we'll just get stocks. We know we've got some duplicates in here already, but there shouldn't be any more Palantir, Home Depot, or MongoDB. So we will run this. I don't know why it just inserted something. And it inserted everything. Why is it skipping this? If data, because before it was working. Oops. Oh, well, that's why. Oh, geez. Mm. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. I actually don't even I could just yeah, because there's way too many stocks. I could actually just do this where, um, I or not ID, but, ticker equals, um, ticker, get results, and I could just do if results. So if there is something in the results, return results, else we run this query. I think I think that might do it. Now I have so many things in the darn database. Okay, we have a lot. Well, let's run this again. We have 14, and the portfolio 14 and 14. So we should really need to check if it's in the portfolio too. Wow, a lot of checks to do. Man, what the heck? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, geez, I didn't pass the data in. This database is just going to be packed. Gosh. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, it might be because there's so many different. Gosh, I think it's because there's multiple instances of like Home Depot, and that's what's happening. It's returning results with, but still like if ticker in results, maybe I need to do this. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I'm a bit. Hmm. Let's start over here. I'm gonna do this like I would check a user because I'm just way overthinking this. And I don't need this. I just need ticker. I remember doing this for, oh yeah, I can just make a list. Jeez. Oops. Oh, I just really blanked there on that. Okay. I don't know. Um, I think I will make this a check stock to make it separate. So tickers 10. Um, it's probably not a great way to call this, but let's do this instead. Oh, it's fine. Ticker. Actually, do I even need that? Well, for now we will. Okay, so that checks. Now we can do an if. Oh my goodness. Okay, if oh, shit. If data ticker, yeah, if data. Sometimes I forget how simple Python can be. If data in tickers. Well, see, actually, here's where I feel like I need to return the whole thing because I still need this ID. I think I'm going to do star. I just need to, yeah, and this is wrong. This is results. Results. For ticker in results, tickers dot append ticker. I'm actually going to make this simpler. Stocks. Oops. For stock and results. Yeah, for stock and results. Stocks dot append. Oh yeah, but see then it's no, because now it's just saving. Maybe I should have made that ticker. Yes. Go back now. Call this tickers because it really is that. But I'm going to return. I'm still grabbing all the information. Return results. Okay, so we'll make the list. So select star from stocks. We will pull out all the tickers. Then if data ticker is in the tickers, great, we'll just return the results. Else, we will save it. So we will let's copy this back in again. We will turn this back off again. All right, now I think we're good. Wow. This is so simple. I've done this so many times for user registration and I just completely blanked on. Which is funny how easy Python makes is that you can just say if data in list, return results. Sometimes I just don't think about that being a possibility. Okay, now we should be good. Let me just check oops, where we're at with the database. So we've got 20 stocks, 20 stocks in it. What should happen if this works right is that Coke will get stored as a new stock, but all three of these will get stored in the portfolio because we haven't done a portfolio check. And of course, we got that thing again. Oh, Coke went in and nothing else, so that's good. I don't know why though it won't return this though. Oh, because results is a huge yeah, because shoot, results is all of them. Shoot. Okay. Gotta think for a second. Right. Because I'm selecting all of them. I need to make that an individual. Can I do that right in here? Can I just do 4 row in results? Gosh darn it. Ugh. Still need to grab that Slack ID though. That's why it does need to be a little more complicated. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's why the data in tickers doesn't quite work right, because I still need to grab the ID. What if I just append? No. Can I do if data ticker in results ticker? Does that work? Let me see. Okay, can you check if a value, I know you can check keys. It still just tells me what I already know. That's why this 4 row in results seemed like a good option, because 4 row. I actually think this will work if I just need to get rid of. I actually think this works if I get rid of. Let me go back to what I've had. Well, that's not what I want. Here's what I want. Just get rid of this, whatever. What I want is for row in results. And I'm going to have to redo the database real quick. For row in results, if data ticker is equal to the row, this is correct. It's because I have multiple versions of the same stock now. If data ticker is equal to the row ticker, then we are going to return row ID. Else, we are going to do this. And this is correct. It's just that I have multiples of the same stock, so I have to blow up the database. So that's okay. I should have saved. I do have it in here. Okay. Let me turn off MySQL. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wrong folder. I'm just re-forward engineering and dropping the old one rather than deleting every single thing I've got. Okay. Now I should have a clean table to work with. Let's check. Okay, and I do. Okay, so this is now empty. So we're going to try this again. Okay. Let's see. We are going to do. Yeah, I think it was just messing up because I had multiples of the same. So Coca-Cola, MongoDB, Home Depot. And now because I'm not passing a ticker in here, this shouldn't cause me any issues because it's just going to select star from results. So all these should just return. Actually, I'm going to do this. New ticker and old ticker. Okay. I don't know why I keep getting this. Stock ID cannot be null. Okay, hold on. It's probably because I have not a single stock in the database because it's going to just return, it's going to return null and then it's going to check and well, no, because it should still say for row and results. So this is not. Okay, I get why the error is coming because the stock is not getting saved, so that's clear. It's just because results is nothing right now. Results. This isn't true. That's why I don't know why. And also, if this was going through, it should return. Did I not see it? No, I saved it. Ah, because there is no row in results. Yeah, I think I just need to add a stock in here real quick. Insert into stocks. Name ticker. Just do it manually. Values. Okay, great. Okay, the stocks went in. Okay, now we have a problem with the portfolio. I think it's because the way this should return though. Actually, I'm going to run this one more time to make sure it actually doesn't. So at least I know that part works, hopefully. What is going on? Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Mm. Oh my gosh, it's because I'm. Hmm. Again, that's because it's got to go through every row. And it's just reinserting it if it's not there. Oh my gosh. All right. I think probably good time to take a break. Feel like I didn't get anywhere, but messing around here a lot with SQL and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. That's all I got for now.